It's in a little park right near an airport. You can hear the planes going overhead. But the point is to show that anybody can just go out in any little piece of woods. There are people all out on these paths, but they don't see us. They don't even know that we're here because we're hiding out in a little thicket of bushes doing our thing. Just like you can do at home. Find any piece of woods, go hide out and make yourself a little secret hiding place and do pretty much whatever you want out there in the woods. And that's what we're gonna do here today. So let's go make ourselves a little hooch. Okay, I'm really liking this spot right here as a future fort or hideaway hole because I got this big, strong tree behind me, and every kid's got to have security. So you got yourself kind of like a back against a wall. You know nobody's going to come in and get you when you're doing your little secret thing. But also what I like about it is if, see right down here how dry that is, no rain gets in here no matter how much it's pouring down. And just because it's covering all the sides, you're not going to have any wind, any problem. You can, if you just had nothing but the clothes on your back, you can stay warm and dry in this little shelter right here. However, the main thing you got to check out is make sure no snakes or any other creepy crawlies have found this to be a good home as well. So use a stick and probe around in there. And make sure you don't have any neighbors. But the other thing, you can tell just by using your common sense. You can look right around the outside. There are no animal tracks, there are no droppings, there are no little fur balls or any signs that any snakes have been eating little rodents around here. So on the whole, I'd say this is probably pretty safe, but also check for your spiders. So this is where I'm going to make my base camp. So I'm going up to my little lookout point. I can stand right here and see everything around me, but because there's so many leaves, people aren't going to see me. But what's really cool is I could be standing right on top of this and not know that somebody's really living right beneath me. That's super cool. It's a bit slippery right now, so you gotta be real careful. But I can see right over there that I've got water. There's a little lake. It looks more like a swamp because it's got so much algae on top of it. But I got water over there, and I can see everything around me. And I can hear everything. But there's so many leaves around me. See, somebody's right over there, but they can't see me. But I can see them walking on the path. That's a good lookout point, when you can see everything, but they can't see you. See, there's a hole, but it doesn't look like it's been used in a while. Wait a minute, let's check it out. Saw this little hole from my little lookout point. So I gotta check out and see in case I got a neighbor. Now looking at the front of this hole, I can see these leaves. Most critters are pretty tidy, so they don't have leaves in front of their home if it's in use. So that's not a good sign. The next thing is I can see all this loose soil here and press my finger into it and leave a print, but there are no other animal prints. That's another sign that nothing's living here. And finally, there are no droppings. So most likely, nothing's living in here. Whenever you're out walking through the woods, this is the kind of thing that you're looking for. You're looking for holes like this so you can figure out where to set up your traps and snares. But this one here, downside is we're not going to have lunch. The upside is we're not going to have any nosy neighbors. Right here, my little shopping stick. Now this is cool because it is actually just perfectly sitting right here. First thing I did was look up these trees and figure out, you know what, they're going to be a lot harder to climb than the fruit I'm going to get out of it. So I'm going to try getting this with this little stick right here. It's fun. Come here, you. Oh! All right. My feet, you can't just ask for anything more perfect than that. Okay, so we got our hooch, we got our food, we got our water, we got our lookout site. So now we're gonna go ahead and set up camp. Fashion, army poncho, and this is a little bivy sack. And what's cool about this is it's pretty much a sleeping bag, as you can see, that you can ball up right to your hand, and that's windproof, waterproof, everything you need. So if you didn't carry anything else, you could carry that, just chuck it on the ground and sleep in it, and rest assured that you're going to be fairly warm and okay through the night unless it's winter. All right, so set that out just for comfiness. I've got two boys now. They're 23 and 21, full-grown men. One's running a business, one's getting ready to graduate college and go off into the world. And they're good men with good hearts, good heads on their shoulder, and I'm real proud of them. And even though I was in the military, I was gone a lot, whenever I was home, I was home. So I would take them out camping, we'd go out four-wheeling, we'd go out shooting, we'd go out. We were fortunate that we had a house that was on a lake, and right on the backside of the lake was a big patch of wood, I mean with deer and everything. And so we'd go out there, we'd do paintball, and we'd build forts, and we'd play hide and seek in the dark, you know, just for the fun of it, and it was really cool. When my eldest turned 10, I walk in there and say, right, here you go. Ropes, rappelling kit, everything you ever needed to go rappelling. And I took him out to the canyon, chucked him off a 90-foot cliff at 10 years old. And, you know, that was his birthday present, to go rappelling. I think the next year I actually bought scuba tanks, and then I chucked him in the pool, and then I took him out into the lake. You know, so I've always taken him out to do these sorts of things, probably a little bit earlier, but, you know, I think with good mentoring, you know, any kid can do just about anything. Now I've got a fresh young boy, you know, 1 year old, so I'm really looking forward to all the stuff that I get to teach him now that I'm older and I can take a lot more time with them. So the bottom line is, all the stuff that we're talking about here is just the stuff that I've always done, that I've always loved, that my boys have loved. These are the kinds of things that every boy should know and every dad should teach his son.